So a few days ago, I got a package in the mail from Paizo. Now, this is nothing new, but since I'm currently trapped in the No Nat 1's accidental summerthon, more information in the description, I decided to share what was inside on stream and talk about it because there was some really interesting stuff in here. I'm talking stuff that takes old content and puts it into a new form, and even some stuff that I had no clue Paizo was working on. So I think it's really, really cool. I hope you'll find it as cool as I did in this short, edited down format, taking about an hour and a half of talking and opening things, cut down to about 11 minutes. So enjoy, and if you want to be part of content like this, come on over to twitch.tv/nonat1s. Right now, like I said, I'm in my summerthon, so I am streaming 5 days a week from noon to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love to have you over there as long as that timer is above 0. I am full-time streaming 5 days a week, but I'm doing everything I can to keep you with some YouTube content coming. Just ignore the last 2 weeks of silence. I have 3 videos on the way, I promise. Thanks so much. Enjoy the video. So, chat. I got a little package in the mail from Papa Paizo. It has some cool stuff in it, and I wanted to share it with you because I think you're going to find it interesting. The first thing, did you realize that Pathfinder was like re-releasing adventures? I didn't realize that Paizo was re-releasing adventures in full single hardcovers. Gatewalkers was like a 3-book adventure path of 1 to 10 that they re-released in hardcover. I think that's awesome. It's now a completely like held together adventure. So the 3 books were 7th Arch, Watch the Stars, and Dreamers of the Nameless Spires. But if you prefer, you can get a really high quality hardcover version of the full adventure path. And I think that's sick, even for the remaster specifically. Yeah, so like the entire back half of this book is like a giant bestiary. And player options, you know, there's new archetypes and shiz. Yeah, I hope they keep doing this. I love it. The idea of being, what's the price difference actually? I'm curious. So this is honestly a pretty damn good deal. By default, the individual adventures that are like this size, soft cover, are $27 for a physical. Whereas the actual full hardcover with all of it inside, $70. It is cheaper to buy the hardcover, and it's hardcover. It's a nicer, like it looks better on your shelf. You've got the nice just gatewalkers right there. That's amazing. It's also way cheaper by PDF. Holy. It's only a $20 PDF. It's not even that old of a, I guess it's 3 years old. Is Gatewalkers really from 2022? Also, damn, there is no reason not to buy it this way. So chat, an individual adventure, $20 for the PDF. The entire 3-book adventure, $20 for the PDF. That's so cool. Paizo is literally saying, hey, we're re-releasing this older campaign, all in one book, hardcover, cheaper for print than buying the 3 soft covers, and the same price as one of them in PDF. It's literally get the entire adventure for the price of one adventure book PDF. Paizo's so damn cool, chat. Paizo's so damn cool. Good for them. Good for them. And that's true. And they remastered it. And it's been remastered, so there's like updated rules and labels and junk. I didn't even think about that. God, Paizo, you never fail to impress. I don't know how you keep one-upping yourself. It's impressive. The next thing that I got in the cool Paizo package, chat, they're making a Greco-Roman inspired adventure. I had no idea this was happening. And the fact that you've basically got Polyphemus on the cover has me thinking that Epic the Musical started getting popular and they went, how do we capitalize on this?
Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. In my hand.
Epic good. If you haven't listened to Epic Musical good. It looks super cool. It's a mythic campaign too. Like obviously it's Greek. You're gonna be mythic. I also love that we see the exemplar up there. Exemplar's there on the front. Looks like it's the psychic and the exemplar up front, which I dig. You can barely see the psychic right there, but I love that the iconics are always on the cover and in all the artwork. But this, I legitimately might run this one at some point. Does it have any big boy ancestries? What's in the Adventurers kit actually? I haven't seen. New feats? What? New spells? Ooh, new items? Oh, hog? Hold? Also, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this, chat? Look at this artwork. God, no matter what you think about Exemplar, you can't deny that Not Maui is a super cool design for an iconic. I love Not Maui. I'll never know his name, but I know he's Not Maui, and he's great. Is it going to be 1 to 20 mythic? I'm guessing it's going to be 1 to 10 mythic. And then maybe there'll be a future 11 to 20 that could roll off of it. All right, what do we got for new spells? Funeral Flames. Divine Primal. Okay, actually, no, I kind of dig this. It's a 2-action spell. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. You lost me. You had me, then you lost me, then you had me, then you lost me. Funeral Flames. For 2 actions, touch 1 club or staff that you are currently wielding. It becomes ignited in blue flame. While you wield this weapon, it becomes a +1 weapon, not +1 striking, so it's worse than a runic weapon. But it does gain versatile fire. It does gain the versatile fire trait, which means you can deal fire damage fully with your attack, which is kind of cool, and sheds light as brightly as a torch. When you successfully strike a creature with the weapon, you can dismiss the spell to deal 1d6 persistent fire damage to the target. I guess that is persistent fire damage on a normal hit, which is kind of cool. The problem is it has to be a club or a staff that you are wielding. You can't give this to a friend. So I guess a druid could make decent use of it. It scales really poorly. Spell rank +2, 1d6 persistent fire damage. All right, hold on. What are these feats? What are these feats? Myth Hunter. Your ancestors confront and invested mythic beasts of Ibledan antiquity. Through a combination of hearing those tales and channeling a hint of those warriors' mythic power, you've developed a knack for bypassing a mythic creature's fabled defenses. The next time you strike a triggering creature, which is, the trigger is you recall knowledge to identify a creature with the mythic trait, once per 10 minutes, your strike treats its mythic resistance as 2 lower. And this increases by 2 based on your lore proficiency. 4 if you're expert, 6 if you're master, 8 if you're legendary. If your strike would already ignore resistance because you are mythic, you instead deal 1d6 additional precision damage. Only increasing to 1d8 at expert, 1d10 at master, and 1d12 at legendary. It makes sense when you're in a myth. It's a skill feat that gives you damage, I guess. And that's so rare. A skill feat giving you damage is, like, unheard of, so I guess it should be really low. Fiery Rebirth, a mythic feat. As a free action, when you regain hit points while unconscious, you spend a mythic point. Return to consciousness, stand, and gain additional hit points equal to your level. Then erupt in flames, dealing damage equal to twice your level to adjacent foes. Specifically, foes, not creatures. With a basic reflex save. If they critically fail, they're pushed 5 feet away. That's cool. You get a Phoenix explosion. That's really, really neat. I dig that a lot. So what's really fun about that is if someone runs up to you and battle medicines your unconscious body for whatever, 2d8, then you can also gain, let's say you're level 4, you gain 8 more hit points on top of that. You stand up, and you deal 8 damage to everybody around you. Or so you gain 4 additional hit points and deal 8 damage. That's neat. That's cute. Make your sleeping friend a bomb. Exactly. There's 2 new Animist spirits, which are cool. That's really sick. So the new Animist focus spells. Crown of Prophets. Serpents sprout from your head. Hello? You gain a Fang's unarmed attack that deals 1d6 piercing damage and has the agile, finesse, and versatile poison traits. The first time you cast or sustain this spell each round, you can choose one of 2 free actions. Serpentine Advice. The snakes compete to offer you counsel. You gain dubious knowledge feat until the end of your turn and recall knowledge as a free action. That's sick. Or Toxic Prophecy. A creature within 15 feet damaged you since the end of your last turn. The snakes spit toxic curses at the creature, dealing 2d4 poison damage. Basic fort save. That's kind of cool. So this is a once per turn, 1 action, 2d4 poison damage. And the other new focus spell for Animist is Gift of the Animos. Sustained for 1 minute. Your apparition envelops you in gusting winds. When an enemy within 10-foot emanation critically fails to strike against you, they must succeed a reflex save or become off guard until the end of your next turn. When you cast or sustain the spell, you can either step, shove a creature in the aura using your spell attack modifier, or jump 10 feet in any direction. My only issue is that they have to critically fail a strike and fail a reflex save. I If you know me, you know I don't like adding unnecessary die rolls on top of individual things. I feel like you're already playing an animist. You're not a defensive class. This isn't something anyone else can really take unless they do an archetype. I feel like just saying when an enemy in your aura that you had to spend a focus point and cast and sustain, if they critically fail a strike against you, they should be off guard. The fact that they have to critically fail a strike and fail a reflex save is really, really annoying. I don't like that at all. So there's some cool stuff in here. I definitely want to run it, especially if everyone made characters like inspired by Greek mythos. That'd be sick. But, chat, I got one more thing in the mail, and I specifically wanted to open this on stream because I actually don't know really what's in it. Like, I know what's in it, but I got the Shining Kingdoms poster map archive. You can see me. Hi, me. Hello. I don't know if I've ever... I have gotten Paizo posters once. I got the Absalom box. Although maybe that was technically not Paizo. I forget. Beetle and Grimm. Thank you. Beetle and Grimm, I think, did that box. So this is my first time ever getting, like, Paizo-specific posters. Also, good box. Just a good box. Feels like I'm opening a board game. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, chat. Oh. Oh, chat, I could just... Oh, they're two-sided. Chat, I could just... That's so pretty. That's so pretty. They have town maps! They have actual town maps! Chat, what if I just make one of my walls... What? Why does this paper smell like my elementary school? We got Taldor! Now, this is the big one. This is like, if you are in Pathfinder and you are looking for, like, where is Lord of the Rings Euro fantasy? It's Taldor. If you are looking for classic Euro fantasy with knights and open plains for battles and whatnot, you go to Taldor. Taldor has everything you want. It's got some mountains, it's got some plains, it's got some forests, it's got the elves right across the mountains, you know? Opara! Hey, one of my campaigns actually went here at some point. Opara was great. We spent a lot of time. That's what... Chat! Opara! That's where Fantasy Taco Bell is! That's where in my canon universe there's a Fantasy Taco Bell in Opara. I've told the story multiple times about how I once spent 2 hours of a session having my party members order at Fantasy Taco Bell. That's in Opara. And I think this is the last one? It is. The last one, and this is the one I'm going to hang on my wall. Let me tell you right now. This is what I'm about. Give me all of it. Give me everything. This is just all 5 maps combined. Do I hang... I should probably hang it text side up, right? Like, the other side of this is just the same map, but no text. I feel like it's better text side, right? Like, I know it's a little bit more cumbersome, but it's cool to be able to look at it and be like, oh, look at Opara and Isarn. Here's what I'm going to do, chat. Here's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to move Dragon Lady. She's coming over here. I know, chat. You'll miss Dragon Lady, but she's still there. But yeah, thank you, Paizo, for all the cool stuff. I definitely just turned this into content, so chat, you've been used. Haha, you're actually on YouTube. Gotcha, idiots. Yeah, so cool. Thank you for watching, YouTube.